Hello, welcome to the second session of Pharmacognosy. Today we will discuss concerned with plant cell. Our learning task will be to explain the structure of a plant cell, to list the organelles of the plant cell, to list the function of a plant cell organelle, and to explain the plant cell wall. Our first learning task, as I said, is the introduction to plant cell. As we know, plant cell is familiar to us. We have learned in low level, and the other they have learned in advanced level. So I'm sure this presentation will be easy to you. This is the pictorial presentation of the cross section of a plant cell. As you can appreciate it, this plant cell it have internal structure and external. There are the internal structures and there is the external structure. The external structure is only the cell wall, as you can see it from this picture. This cell wall is the external structure, and all of those organelles surrounded by the cell membrane, we call it what? Internal structure. So apart from cell wall and cell membrane, the remaining organelles is internal. There are ameloplast, peroxisome, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast, vacuoles, vacuole membrane, vacuole, intermediate filaments, granules, microtubules, mitochondria, lysosome, Golgi vesicle, Golgi apparatus, ribosome, rough endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, and cytoplasm. So most of these organelles are internal. As I said, the internal organelles have been surrounded by the cell membrane, and the external organelle, the external structure is only the cell wall. We will learn it even in the next slide. The plant cell is a structural unit of a plant body. When I say about a structural unit, I mean it's a building block. The plant cell is the building block of the plant body. It is a very important structure to the plant body. When the plant cell dead, the plant cannot stay alive. It also will dead it. So the plant cell is a structure or the building block of the plant body. The plant cell consists of internal and external structure, as I said in the previous slides. The internal structure, organelles. Organelles are a specialized structure found inside the cell. So you can say internal structure or you can say organelles, the same thing. So the internal structure includes the nucleus, nucleolus, centrosome, ribosome, rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi Complex, Golgi apparatus or Golgi body, mitochondria, plastids, proplastids, endoplastids, chloroplast, chromoplast, and in leucoplast, these are categories of leucoplast. There is ameloplast, allalioplast, proteineoplast, statolith, and also there are the nucleoids, there is a vacuole. And the external structure are mainly the cell wall, as I said in the previous slide. The external structure are mainly the cell wall. Other organelle remain surrounded by the cell membrane. We call it what? Internal structures or organelles. By starting with the internal structure of a plant cells, we will try to discuss most of this internal structure of a plant cell by starting with the nucleus. But bad enough, you can't see the structure of a plant cell, and this is among the problem facing this online presentation. So I will try to explain it by your own time. You can go to the previous slide to check that structures. Yani ubaya wa hii online presentation kama hapa nitakuwa ninaelezea but you can't appreciate it. Kwa by your own time inawezekana wakati umekaa na hizi online presentations, unarudi kule kwenye structure, una appreciate what I try to explain in the diagram. By starting with the nucleus. Nucleus is a spherical body containing a nucleolus. Within the nucleus there is the nucleolus. And also the nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. So in the nucleus there is a nuclear membrane, and inside there is a nucleolus. Also nucleus may contain DNA. The long term of the DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. This DNA is the one that carries genetic material not in chromosomes. Nadhani ni things familiar. Hata kama tunataka tuangalie sijui kama huyu ni baba yake nini, tunaenda tuangalia DNA. Things familiar, we know it. So the DNA are found in the nucleus. There is another one, nucleolus. As I said, nucleolus is found within the nucleus. Nucleolus, an organelle within the nucleus where ribosomal RNA is produced. There are these things known as RNA. At RNA, the long term of RNA is ribonucleic acids. There are different types of RNA. There is a ribosomal RNA, there is a transfer RNA, there is a messenger RNA. But the ribosomal RNA they produce in the nucleolus. And also nucleolus is to control many function of the cells, cause it by controlling what? Protein synthesis. And the third one, the internal organelle, is what? The internal structure, or we call it organelle. Centrosome. Centrosome is a small body located near the nucleus that form and organize microtubule. Centrosome are found near. They are not found within the nucleus, but near. Yani karibu na ile nucleus ndio centrosome wanafanya unabii forms. Na it form and organize microtubule. Kuna hizi tubes zipo pale karibia na nucleus, we call it what? Microtubes. And the function of microtubes, they are involved in cell divisions, or we call it what? Mitosis, cell division. Also there is the ribosome. Ribosomes are small organelles composed of RNA-rich cytoplasmic granules that are site of protein synthesis. Also protein synthesis takes place in the ribosome. And ribosome, as we know, is composed of RNA-rich. Kwa hiyo RNA nyingi zinazopatikana katika cell zinapatikana katika nini? Katika ribosome. Hizi nyingine, as I said, types za RNA, but not very important to you. There is a ribosome RNA, there is a transfer RNA, there is a messenger RNA. Most of these RNAs zinapatikana katika ribosomes. Na ndio rich that are site of protein synthesis. Protein synthesis kwa kiasi kikubwa it takes place in the ribosomes. Also there is the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a system of interconnected membranous, infolded and convoluted sacs located in the cytoplasm. Ukienda kule kwenye diagram you can appreciate interconnected, yani zipo membranous. Hapa zilikuwa infolded, kuna folds. Convoluted sacs, kuna kwa kama kuna sacs, and it is like inside there is like empty space located in the cytoplasm. Katika cytoplasm pale zinakuwa na found. The endoplasmic reticulum is continuous with the outer nuclear membrane. Kwa hiyo katika nje katika endoplasmic reticulum kuna nini? Nuclear membrane. And the function of endoplasmic reticulum, it transfers material through the cell and it produces protein. Even the protein inakuwa katika endoplasmic reticulum ana produce protein. So it transfers material through the cell. Zile material ambayo they are needed to be transported within the cell zinakuwa transported by the endoplasmic reticulum. Even also it produces protein. But there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. There is a smooth endoplasmic reticulums and a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum are smooth, as its name represented, no ribosome on surface. What I'm trying to say, kuna two types za endoplasmic reticulum. Kuna smooth and rough. We call it smooth endoplasmic reticulum kwa sababu katika ile surface kuna ribosome, na ile tunaita rough endoplasmic reticulum kwa sababu katika ile surface yake kuna ribosome ambapo pale zina surrounds. Also in the endoplasmic reticulum it contains enzymes and it produces and digests lipids. As we know, the function of the enzymes it is what? Digestion. Even the plant, the process of digestion takes place. Kwa hiyo wana produce enzymes, hizo enzymes zenyewe ambazo zitakuwa zina digest lipids and what? Zile proteins zitakuwa zina digest. Also there are the Golgi apparatus. We call it Golgi Complex, but it is other name. You can call it Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. Golgi body is a flattened, layered, sac-like organelle that looks like a stack of pancakes located near the nucleus. Hapa ana try to describe the structure yake. So when you read back on the diagram you can appreciate kama ipo flattened, ipo layer, sac, yani inside amna kitu. Ina look like a stack of pancakes located near the nucleus. It is packaged and transport material, protein and carbohydrate to different location inside outside the cell. As we know, just of the process ile process ambayo ya kutengenezwa is what those glucose in the plant is complete. Kwa hiyo ina need ile glucose iwe transported through the different location in the cells. Kwa hiyo Golgi apparatus is the one that is responsible to transport these proteins and carbohydrate to different location inside and outside the cells. Ile protein ikishatengenezwa pale na kuwa transported kule for the process of what? Respiration takes place. Kwa hiyo it is a Golgi complex that is responsible to transport protein and carbohydrate to different locations inside and outside the cell. There is also a mitochondria. Mitochondria, even as human we have what? Mitochondria. Mitochondria is a spherical to rod-shaped organelle with a double membrane that generate energy for the cells. Mitochondria is the site where energy are generated, the place where energy are produced. So the process of the respirations, tunajua kama process of respiration ina generate energy to the cell. Kwa process of respiration inatokea in the mitochondria. That's why we say ina generate what? Energy, kwa sababu process yote ile respiration itaoka in the mitochondria. Also there are the plastids. Plastids are structure responsible for photosynthesis. We know about photosynthesis, we have covered it in the form 2. It is structure responsible for photosynthesis, storage of product like starch, and for synthesis of many classes of molecules such as fatty acid, etc. So katika plastid inakuwa responsible first for photosynthesis. After synthesis, tunajua after synthesis pale kuna product ambazo zitakuwa produced. Kwa anafanya storage of product like starch. Ana store the product ambayo itakuwa imezalishwa by starch. And for the synthesis of many classes of molecules such as fatty acids. Even anafanya pia synthesis ya fatty acid anafanya. Anafanya synthesis ya fatty acid. Also needed as a cellular building blocks and for the function of the plant. Pia katika kama building blocks, yani kuweka ile structure vizuri ya plant, for the function of the plant. There are several types. Kuna several types za plastid. Kuna proplastids, kuna ethioplastid, chloroplast, chromoplast, na nani kile moja tulizikava. Kuna leucoplast and leucoplast. The same nimerudia mara mbili, sorry. Specialized for different function in the plant body, because it may be specialized in the different function in the plant body. We proceed with the vacuole. Vacuole are region bounded by membrane and filled with cell sap and surrounded by the tonoplast. Kwa hiyo membrane, vacuole, kuna vacuole membrane ambayo imesurround. Mwanzo kule tuliappreciate, tuliona. And filled with cell sap. Ndani kuna cell kule. Surrounded by that, inakuwa pia surrounded by the tonoplast. In mature living cell may compose 90-95% of cell volume. Cell volume nyingi zinakuwa zina found katika vacuole. Storage site for varieties of gastric substance such as Sasa hii katika vacuole ndio ina store a lot of substance kama water, enzymes and other protein, water soluble pigment such as red and blue anthocyanin, hizi ni soluble pigment, toxic alkaloids, tannin, lipid, crystals, unaweza crystal, calcium oxalate, calcium carbonate, silicon, organic acids, zote hizi zinakuwa stored within the what? The vacuole. Clear? Even this organic acids such as oxalate and malate zinakuwa stored within the what? The vacuole. Plant cell wall. We proceed with the plant cell wall. Plant cell wall is the heterogeneous structure composed of layer. As I said, heterogeneous ime contain vitu tofauti tofauti. Kwa hiyo ime contain layer tofauti tofauti sana. Plant cell wall ina layer tofauti tofauti. Kuna cell wall, kuna cell membrane, pale katikati pale kuna middle lamellae ambayo ina differentiate pale. Hizi lamellae tunaita ni layer. Each cell secretes its own wall, lakini each cell ina secrete its own wall. Yani katika ile wall yake kuna kuwa vitu ambavyo vimetengenezwa na ile wall yake. Junction between the wall is the middle lamella. Kuna let's say pale kuna cell membrane tuliona, afu kuna cell wall ambayo ina ipo intermediate pale, differentiate between cell wall and cell membrane we call what? Middle lamella. Middle lamella means middle layer. Cell wall is penetrated by plasmodesmata connecting neighboring cells. Those ambao walikavate, even those ambao walisoma advanced pia wali appreciate, waliona, walisoma kule katika BS kule uliona. Katika ile diagram ikichorwa ya plant cell ile, katikati pale kuna kama vispace vinakuwepo kama vitatu hivi vinafikana vikachorwa hivi. A bad thing siweza even hata kuchora hapa kuwaonyesha. This is a challenge of online presentation. Sasa ile inavyokuwa pale plasmodesmata na vinakuwa kama vispace, yani ambavyo inakuwa ina connect between one cell to another. Even kama kuna transfer of substance between one cell to another inafanyika by this plasmodesmata. Cell wall is penetrated by plasmodesmata connecting neighboring cell. Cell wall are primarily composed of sugar polymer. Cell wall contain hizi sugar polymer ambazo ni polysaccharides. Kwa hiyo hizi polysaccharide pia zinatumika katika ku strengthen the wall of cell wall. Polysaccharides. The architecture, mechanics and function of plant depend crucial on the structure of cell wall. So the function of this plant, function ya plant ina depend sana na this what? Structure ya cell wall ina depend sana. The architecture, mechanics and function of plant depend crucial on structure of cell wall. Ina depend sana katika structure ya cell wall. That's why it is very rigid. Ni ngumu ya structure ya cell wall. Cell wall ikiwa let's say ikiwa ni soft inakuwa ni easy kuwa ruptured, then ikisha rupture ile pale the internal organ inakuwa ni easy kuwa destructed. Then we see about the function. What are the function of cell wall? First, it regulates cell volume by limiting protoplast size, preventing cell rupture. When you say about protoplast, I mean content of a cell wall. Zile contact ambazo zipo inside we call it protoplast. So, ina regulate cell volume by limiting protoplast size. Ina regulate ile cell volume yake kwa kuregulate ile protoplast size. Yani ina regulate zile internal organelle size yake, kwa hiyo ina prevent cell rupture. Kuna some circumstance nadhani ni obvious thing ambao mlikava katika O level. Katika kuna demonstration moja ilikuwa inafanyika katika this process the osmosis kutoka katika low concentrations, the way maji yanavyo move, water yanavyo move from what, kutoka low concentration katika high concentration. Lazima mnakumbuka, mnawezekana mkaremember. All in all, at the end of the day, kama kukua kuna cell umeexpose, cell ina high concentration umeexpose sehemu ambapo kuna low concentration, movement ya water ita move to the high concentration, we call it osmosis. Itafika at the end, kama yale maji yakiingia sana inawezekana ikarupture. The cell wall ina regulate cell volume, ina limit the protoplastids, kwa hiyo inazuia kule kurupture. Even ukiexpose katika kama ina high concentration, ukiexpose katika low concentration. All in all, Take home message: it regulates cell volume by limiting protoplast size, preventing what? Cell rupture. Also it determines cell shape. Determine cell shape. Kwa tuna structure ambayo ipo fixed, tunajua this is the plant is the structure of cell wall, kwa sababu made up with the lignin, kule kuna suberin, kuna wax, zile inaifanya ile cell wall kuwa ipo tough yani. Kwa hiyo structure yake inakuwa ni ndo vile ilivyo as we know. Also involved in cell adhesion, provide support to cell and whole plants. Ina provide support to cell na whole plant. Form specialized structure, pia ina form specialized structure hii ambayo na transport of water and nutrient. Tumeona kule structure ambayo ilikuwa zina involve. Defense against bacterial and fungal attack, inakuwa so easy kuingia bacterial and fungal attack. Pia ina involve katika nini? Katika reproduction pia inakuwa ina involve. Okay, let us proceed with the composition of the cell wall. What are the composition of cell wall? First, by starting with the primary cell wall, which is the only cell wall originating and dividing cell. Primary cell wall, the only cell wall ambayo ni growing na dividing what cell wall. In short, huko bado tutajaona secondary cell wall. Secondary cell wall haijidivide yani. Okay, primary cell wall ina grow na inaendelea kujidivide. First formed cell wall, the first formed cell wall. Composed of cellulose embedded in the matrix of hemicellulose and pectin cellulose molecule, and a branched glucose chain and hemicellulose, a highly branched molecule of sugar and sugar derivative. All in all, composed of cell wall, composed ambayo cell wall imekuwa embedded in the matrix of hemicellulose and pectin. Hii cell wall ndio inaifanya hii hapa primary cell wall kwa hii cellulose ndio inafanya cell wall kwa rigid. Even this hemicellulose and pectin zote zinaifanya kwa nini kwa rigid. Also contain about pectin. Pectin ni highly branched negative charge polysaccharide rich in galacturonic acids. Is pectin pia inaifanya hii hapa ni branched, ina branch nyingi na negative charge polysaccharides. Hizi polysaccharide kuna ambazo zipo positive na negative. Hii ni negative charge rich in galacturonic acid. Give comprehensive strength to the cell wall. Kwa hiyo ina give vile strength to the cell wall. Kwa hiyo cell wall inakuwa ipo rigid. Ndio maana tunasemaje? That's why we say kwamba pectin is the cell wall in a fixed shape. Ina determine what cell shape. Modulate porosity, pH and ion concentration within cell. Kwa hiyo na modulate ile porosity inakuwa ni porous, yani water inawezekana ikaingia ikatoka. Even the pH, ion concentration na moderate within the cell na moderate. Primary cell wall kuna middle au kuna hii middle lamellae. Primary associated with hemicellulose and pectin, and hemicellulose and pectin. Water is 60% of weight of cell wall. 60% ya weight of cell wall nini? Ni water. Kuna hii secondary cell wall, as I said kwamba kuna primary cell wall na hii secondary cell wall. Many plant cells in the secondary cell wall after cell has completely elongated. Yani katika many hizi plant ikiwa imesha elongated, in Swahili we can say that hii plant inakaribia kuzeeka huko. Kwa hiyo imesha elongate vya kutosha, ndio hii secondary cell wall inakuwa nini? Inakuwa formed. Kwa sababu hii secondary cell wall tena yani haita undergo cell division tena, kama ambapo tulisema katika primary cell wall ina grow afu ina dividing cell, lakini hai grow wala haina dividing cell. Secondary cell wall is deposited by protoplast inside the primary cell wall after cell stop growing. Kwa hiyo cell stop growing kuna kwa hizo protoplast na kwa na deposit pale. It is like and secondary cell wall is like kama kwenye nyumba, let's say inaifanyia kama lipu, yani ndo stage za mwishoni yani hapo haielongate tena. Composition ya secondary cell wall ina cellulose, hemicellulose na pectin. Hizi ndo common. Even in the primary cell wall tumeziona, na hizi ndo inafanya inakuwa ipo very strong. Ina lignin, pia stronger than cell wall. Hii ni stronger. Yani kuwa ni stronger and very rigid compared to the primary cell wall. There are substances found on the surface of the cell wall. Kuna hizo substances ambazo zinapatikana katika surface ya cell wall ambapo kuna cuticle, wax, suberin na mineral. Zote hizi wax, hizi suberin na mineral zinafanya ile strength ipatikane, kwa very rigid. Okay, this make the end of our presentation, but we have the key points. Take home message. Our take home message: the main reason of studying the plant cell wall is to understand parts involved in synthesis and storage of drugs. Inawezekana mtu akajiuliza, first katika our first sessions tulisema we talk about pharmacognosy. Pharmacognosy is the study of what of a drug or medicine. Alafu then tunaangalia plant cell wall. Why plant cell wall? Tuna study plant cell wall kwa ajili tunaangalia zile parts ambazo zita involve katika synthesis na storage of drugs. Plant cell wall is a structural unit of the plant. As I said, is the building block a plant. It may be composed of internal and external structure. Internal ni zile organelles ambazo tumeziona. External ni ile cell wall only ndo external. Cell wall is the rigid external layer of the plant cell that protect the cell. Ni very rigid of the plant ambayo ina protect the cell. And we have evaluations. Mention organelle found in a plant cell. I'm sure you can mention a lot of organelles. What is the composition of primary cell wall? Even this you can respond very well. And what are the function of the Golgi apparatus? Even these very easy questions. And this makes the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening. Let us meet on the third sessions. Thanks.